Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. In the last episode, we made our way through the Falls Basin after healing the plant, healing the herbs in the center of Aquaria, but we still need to find the water crystal. We had to go through the Falls Basin, and now we are in the Ice Pyramid where the water crystal is currently being held. Before we go through there, though, there is a battlefield that I want to check out. And here is the new enemy for this area, the Mage, and we get attacked first. Muffle does silence on whoever it is casted on, but thankfully it won't even work, because Benjamin has the magic ring, and so does Phoebe. Therefore, the attack is virtually pointless against your party anyway. The mages are weak to fire, though, so let's go ahead and use that. Okay. There it is. Don't even know why I'm selecting fire with Phoebe, to be honest. Oh. I guess that was a good idea after all. Since Benjamin seemed to want to go first. Well, I will join you in case of a level up, or if we get to the final battle of this battlefield. Be right back. Hey, we are now at level 15 with Benjamin. And apparently I'm getting Lamias and Desert Hags in this battlefield as well. And we are now on the final battle in the battlefield near the Ice Pyramid. Thankfully, there's not much to this one. All we need to do is just use Sunder on all these Lamias, and we should be good. And by clearing this battle out, we should get 540 experience. So now that that's out of the way, I'm going to go back to the inn in Aquaria and rest up again. I'm also going to go ahead and take the heal potions and the refreshers that I can find in this area as well. Ice Pyramid is going to be the largest area in the game that we're going to be seeing so far, and we definitely want to be more than ready for it. Thankfully, I think we should be able to get it now. 64 heal potions, we should have 42 refreshers after this. And apparently you have to go all the way over there, past the heals, in order to get the refreshers. I always forget to do that. And if she would get out of the way, that would be great. Worst placement for an NPC ever. So let's go ahead and get the refreshers here. And we should be good to go at this point. I've got my notes ready, and I've also got a map ready just in case. And with that, we should be heading on down to the Ice Palace. I think I'm going to do half now, half later. Depends on what the amount of time I have going on is. And it doesn't literally look like you can do much of anything. However, if you approach a statue with the flashing eyes, Phoebe will notice that there is a switch in the statue, but she cannot reach it, and that you have to push it with something. Switch to the sword and press A. When you are facing the statue with the glowing eyes, you'll hit the switch with your sword, and you'll be able to open the door that allows you to pass on through. Now, it doesn't seem like there are a lot of monsters here, but there are, and they're invincible. Not invincible, invisible. Got Fesser's Quest on the brain. We're just gonna follow the path here a little bit. And if we can do this, we're going to have to fight some enemies a couple of times in order to get out of here. But if we can get through all the enemies here and make it all the way to the other end, we should be able to make it a magic mirror. We want to get the magic mirror first, because this allows us to see all the monsters. Now, if we keep following this path, if you just step close to the wall and just follow the path that way, we will have to face enemies at least 3 times, I believe. Not at least twice, maybe 3 times. Okay, just twice. But by opening this chest, we get the magic mirror. We get to hear this little whoosh sound. And we should be hearing enemies at this point. So now, what we need to do is figure out where things go. Thankfully, it should not take that much time. I want to go all the way to the left first. And in these boxes, we have 10 arrows and 3 refreshers. Let's go ahead and use that. The left path here leads you back to the north, to other areas. But I want to go over here first, take on this desert hag. And from here, we will meet some mages. Thankfully, this shouldn't be too hard. And apparently we're still going to need to use the fire attack just to get rid of these guys completely, because even the jumbo bomb just isn't even going to do it. And by going in here, we have a new enemy that we can face. Actually, 2 new enemies. We have the Sphinx and the Fenquid. The Sphinx doesn't seem to be really weak to anything. I would still want to be careful with the Sphinx, but I know the Fenquid is weak against fire. Okay, so let's go ahead and use the bombs against these guys, and I'm going to go ahead and use the... No, I'm still going to use fire with this guy, why not? Go ahead and burn this guy to a crisp, make some fried calamari, and then we'll go ahead and go after the Sphinx with a jumbo bomb. And that took care of the Sphinx in 1 hit. And by opening this box, we get some more heal potions, which is excellent. And there doesn't seem to be anything else in this doorway, so let's go ahead and fight some more enemies here. I guess I might as well just go ahead and do it just for the experience. And there doesn't seem to be anything to the north here, so that's a thing. Also, that little room there seems kinda suspicious. However, I do want to go ahead and go through more of this area, and I'll go ahead and start with the leftmost area first. And instead of taking on those monsters that are right away, I'll go ahead and take this pass first. And we should be done with that Lamia battle. But now we got this guy. Now, what is beyond this door? Well, this takes us to the 2nd floor. Don't really want to go there just yet. Instead, I want to go through more of this area. So we're going to make our way to right here and take on those 2 Or rather, these 3 monsters that we stayed away from a while back. Alright. Now we could go to the upper path, but I want to take the lower path first. There is a mage over there, but there's also one over here, and I'm going to have to face that eventually. Now to see what is behind this door. This also takes us to the 2nd floor. Again, don't want to go over there just yet. I do want to go over there, though, because I forgot all about that little area. I should have actually gotten that as soon as I got the magic mirror. Oh well, I can always take a little detour. And I forgot I gotta have to go all the way to the west in order to get out of here, not to the east. And apparently jumping around doesn't seem to be any faster than just walking. Well, I tried. And that's not it. That is it. Went the wrong way again. Alright, now I can finally get to this box and get even more explosives for Benjamin. So that was kind of worth it after all. Now we just need to make our way over to the left-hand area here. And that's not exactly what I wanted. I was paying way too much attention to my map. We want to go to the far left. And then we want to go all the way up. So once I get through this final path, we should be able to finish off this entire 1st floor. There will be no more enemies. I need to remember that I can just go ahead and go all out with physical attack on the mages because they can't silence me. Anyway, this will take us to the 2nd floor again, but we will see a new enemy here. The Stony Roosts. You're better off hitting them with the bow, as well as fire attacks, because they can hit you with Stony Touch, or not Stony Touch, but Petrify Touch, which of course will petrify you. And you don't want to be petrified, because if both party members get petrified, you are going to lose. And of course the Stony Roots can also use Coldness, which is a water attack. And there's also that. I might as well just go ahead and use the Bow of Grace here just in case. Nice critical hit. Look at all that damage. And we might as well go ahead and just finish this guy off with a bomb. And we have now leveled Benjamin up to level 16. So that's a thing. Might as well go ahead and switch to the sword here and get 10 arrows. Alright. So now we can kind of go into the 2nd floor any way we choose, but there's... both sides of the 2nd floor are not really connected to one another. And I want to be careful of what I do here. So, I want to take this area first. No, not this one. That was a terrible idea. Actually, there are 3 sections. That was one of them. Actually, there was 4. That was one of them. The place where we found the arrows after fighting that Stony Roots with another, and then there's 2 big ones. I want to take on the lower big part of the second floor out first. And we have another statue with glowing eyes here. Let's go ahead and max that on arrows. And oh boy, I wished it was possible to have more seeds at this point in the game. It would be really, really useful at this point. I'll be right back. Wonderful, even more enemies. What are we looking at here? Fun. Apparently the Sphinx can also attack with Riddle, which can confuse one of your two party members. So that's a thing. And we now have no more fire charges. At least not for Phoebe anyway. Trying to conserve spell charges, but well, that just isn't working out for me very well. At least I have plenty of arrows and plenty of explosives, so that's alright. And by opening this chest, we get 10 more arrows, as if we needed even more to begin with. Now, that will take us to the third floor. I don't want to go through that just yet. Instead, I want to go through the other half of the second floor. So that way, when the time comes, I can have a little bit more health to work with. Maybe level up a second time while I'm here. And that guy is over there. I forgot all about that little area there. You know what? Hold on. Let me take care of him real quick. Because I completely forgot to go over there. Now, behind this door is another area of the second floor that we can access. And we're near the top half, but there's a room with a chest in it with a door, but how do we get to the door? Well, first we have to defeat the Lamias. And then we can just go through to the left, through the wall. That shadow is kind of a clue there. Kinda. And we can just get more arrows that we're probably not even going to need. Excellent! How far to a next level is... Oh, we got a long way to go to reach level 17. And that's not exactly where I wanted to go. I wanted to go to the middle path, not the top path. Because the top path just took us to a chest and nothing else. So all we need to do now is just wrap our way through here. And there we go. We should now be at this part. There is a switch here. And more arrows if we needed them. We do not need them, interestingly enough. So where am I in the grand scheme of things? Well, we have a straight shot to another door. So let's go ahead and take care of these two groups of enemies that you can see on the screen. And then we should be able to take on... Alright! We should now be on the third floor. And you know what? Let me see how well I'm doing. Nothing but white charges for Phoebe, and not a whole lot going on for Benjamin either. I may have to use C's before I reach the boss battle, should there be one. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. Join me next time for when I take on even more of the Ice Pyramid, and hopefully make our way to the very top and try to save the Wind Crystal. Not the Wind Crystal, but the Water Crystal. I'm thinking a little bit too far ahead. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!